The time is running out to get yourself the current generation 2025 Toyota RAV4. We are now approaching the month of October, and we probably have a few more weeks of production, whether it's a few weeks or a few short months of production for the 2025 Toyota RAV4, which gets you the last of its kind for the non-hybrid powertrain system. In this video, I'm going to react to all the amazing changes that are coming in the lineup for 2026 RAV4, whether it's the core model or the sport model or the rugged edition. I'm going to review this just ahead in this video, so make sure you guys stick around because at the end, I'll be referencing the pros and what to watch out for about this all-new redesigned Toyota RAV4. So yes, I did say the RAV4 is going to be phasing out for 2025, meaning 26 should land sometime early 2026. We're hoping for the month of January to start seeing our first 2026 RAV4s. HEV, the PHEVs, plug-in hybrids will probably arrive a few weeks or a few months after the regular hybrids. But let's talk about the biggest change. We all thought that Toyota was not going to do any drastic design changes when it comes to the interior, but specifically when it comes to the exterior. But Toyota surprised us with both. Not only did they go super aggressive on the exterior body change and design change, but they gave you three different looks to choose from. You've got the core, which is for your everyday driving, everyday style, if you don't want nothing too flashy. The core is going to come in LE, XLE, XLE Premium, and also the Limited for 2026. Speaking about what's changed, I went onto the analytics of this channel, and for some reason, almost 90% of the viewers like you who keep coming back to this channel to watch videos like this, aren't subscribed to the channel. So please do myself a favor and do yourself a favor and subscribe to the Toyota World YouTube channel. The more adventure off-road, if you want something a little bit more rugged feeling and looking with a few more different capabilities and a completely differently styled interior, then you're going to be going for the Woodland Edition, which for us here in Canada, it's available only in an HEV 5th generation hybrid powertrain system. I'll get to that later in this video. If you are in the US, I believe you can get the Woodland Edition in the HEV or the PHEV, whichever you choose. Now, if you don't care about those two options and you want aggressive, sporty look, design, and feel on the exterior and the interior, and you want something that handles a little bit more sharper and a little bit more responsive when you're talking about cornering or overall acceleration and performance, then you're going to be looking at the sport grades, which are available in SE, XSE, XSE technology package, and the GR RAV4. It is going to be state of the art when you're talking about tech, performance, and power. The plug-in hybrid gets you up to 320 horsepower. I'll touch on that later on in this video, but let's continue on. Now, the Woodland outdoor trim is going to give you a higher ride height, more aggressive tires, and a split grille, and the sport grades give you a more sharper and athletic look. One signature move that Toyota is making and continuing, especially in this 2026 Toyota RAV4 design, is they are continuing its hammerhead front end styling in a modern way with a split grille jawline approach. Over fenders are wider, body panels are more chiseled, and there's a bit of an ascending belt line for a more dynamic stance. Now, regardless of what trim, core, rugged, or sport grade you go with on the 26 RAV4, it is going to feature a little bit of a more boxier tailgate style and a full width LED tail light regardless of trim. In terms of overall size or footprint, it's largely retained with an overall length of around 181 inches on the 2026 RAV4, but in terms of the height, it does creep up a bit to around 67 to 68 inches in overall height. Okay, now that we're done talking about the overall appearance and the styling and the overall design on the exterior, we'll get to the interior a little bit later on, but definitely the RAV4 is going to be more distinctive and more prominent on the road when compared to other brands and other similar SUVs, and especially when comparing to the current gen 2025, which is being phased out very shortly. For color-wise, the new generation Toyota RAV4 looks like it's going to feature a whole new spectrum of colors available to you, from meteor shower, Everest, Storm Cloud, and unique shades like Urban Rock for the Woodland Edition and Supersonic Red with a black roof combo for the GR Sport. Now, probably one of the most boldest moves ever, and it's still a big shocker till this day, Toyota made the aggressive and bold decision to remove the gasoline combustion only powertrain system from such a popular and high demand vehicle in the lineup or SUV in the lineup like the Toyota RAV4. It is going to come with two powertrains. You've got the plug-in hybrid and you've got the hybrid. The hybrid is offered in a 5th generation powertrain system, which is the latest and greatest from Toyota when you're talking about hybrid powertrain systems, performance, responsiveness, overall appeal and enjoyment to the driver and to the passengers. Fuel economy, it's currently in the Corolla Cross hybrid for 2025 and 2026. It's also currently in the 2025 and 2026 Toyota Camry. It is made with leaner, smaller, and lighter parts, making for a more enjoyable and responsive drive. When you're talking about the plug-in hybrid powertrain system, it's going to debut the 6th generation plug-in hybrid powertrain system on the Toyota RAV4 for 2026, giving you up to 320 horsepower, and it can tow up to 3,500 pounds. The horsepower on the HEV, the 5th generation hybrid powertrain system, it's going to give you 236 horsepower with the all-wheel drive system. Now, when you go with the front-wheel drive, which for us here in Canada, it's not applicable. We don't have front-wheel drive Toyota RAV4 for 2026, but if you do pick the front-wheel drive, if you're in the US or another country, you'll get 226 horsepower, but 236 horsepower is standard for us here in Canada. All right, overall exterior design changes, check, thumbs up. Overall powertrain with the 26 RAV4, another thumbs up. Let's talk about the chassis, the platform, and the overall interior cabin experience on the 26 RAV4 that you can expect. Under the skin, the 2026 RAV4 rides the TNGA-K platform, which is Toyota's latest global architecture for mid-size crossovers and SUVs. With the TNGA-K platform, Toyota reinforced frame joints and suspension mounting points to increase structural rigidity, improving body control and responsiveness. And to help reduce micro vibrations and lower the overall interior cabin noise, Toyota will use high damping adhesives in strategic joints of the TNGA-K platform. These overall tweaks and changes will translate to a quieter, more composed ride, especially in uneven surfaces or highway speeds. Okay, we talked about the overall design on the exterior, we talked about the powertrains, we talked about the platform that the 26 RAV4 is going to be built off and how amazing and advanced it is, but let's talk about the interior, the tech, and some of the software updates coming for the 26 RAV4. Speaking about the interior, thanks to LastFit who sponsored this video, and LastFit makes a fantastic, superior product on the interior for your current generation Toyota RAV4. LastFit makes products of all kinds. If you want to see what they offer, check out the link in the description below, but they make a fantastic aftermarket all-weather floor mat made from a premium TPE material, which combines the best of both worlds from both plastic and rubber. So they're not too stiff or too flimsy. They're very easy to install and to uninstall and keep clean. They have edge-to-edge protection with higher edges and tighter cornering, giving you more protection from your OEM mats. And LastFit makes a whole variety of all-weather floor mats for your Toyota, like for example the current generation non-hybrid Toyota RAV4, the Toyota Camrys, Toyota 4Runners, and even the Toyota Sienna. So if you want to upgrade your interior floor protection, get yourself a set of mats from LastFit. Check out the link in the description below. Now, let's continue on with all these amazing changes and aggressive changes with the new gen RAV4. Shocking, every 2026 RAV4 now comes standard with a 12.3-inch wide multi-information display system. That's that screen that sits behind your steering wheel. It replaces that older, smaller, analog style 2025 Toyota RAV4 multi-information display system, unless you go with the higher trims. But right now for 26, 12.3-inch wide full digital gauge and multi-information display cluster. That is super advanced, especially for something like an LE grade or an XLE entry level. You're going to get a 12.3-inch wide screen. That's amazing. Infotainment-wise, you're going to get between a 10.5-inch up to a 12.9-inch. You can call it almost a 13-inch touch multimedia screen. So 10.5 is going to come with your LE, your XLE standards. Once you go up to the limited, once you go up to the GR or XSE technology package, 26 RAV, you're going to get that 12.9-inch, nice, large multimedia screen. Okay, another big shocker and a bold move that Toyota made, and it has to do with the interior this time. Toyota pretty much removed almost all of the tactile physical control buttons when you're talking about your temperature controls, when you're talking about your overall setting controls on your multimedia and on your instrument panel and cluster when you're talking about, fan speeds or defrosters, even your heated steering wheel. For the most part, 98% of your controls are embedded within your multimedia screen, whether it's the 10.5 or the 12.9. Yes, very aggressive change. It will take some adjusting and getting used to, but it does give a more simplified and cleaner look on the interior. When you're talking about software and connectivity, Toyota is debuting their Arene software. It's the software development platform for over-the-air updates with stronger cybersecurity and more flexible software-defined features. Toyota's new multimedia on the 26 RAV4 will also run on the Arene software with improvements in voice assistant, interface speed, and overall connectivity. On the interior of the 26 RAV4, regardless what model and trim you go with, keep this in mind. It's going to boast a cleaner, more horizontal dashboard layout, layered surfaces, and what Toyota calls chiseled door panels. Interior materials are going to vary depending on the model and trim, from fabric to Softex and even a micro suede on the premium finishes like the GR RAV4 Sport. The Woodland Edition trim is going to have interior accents that include a mineral color scheme similar to that of the Trailhunter, Toyota Tacoma, and Toyota 4Runner, with red and orange stitching and all-weather floor mats that are customized to the Woodland trim. Safety is going to be a huge upgrade. Toyota's also debuting the Toyota Safety Sense 4.0 on the 26 RAV4. Currently, the RAV4 gets you Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. So that's a huge leap forward from the 25 model to the 26. With the 26 RAV4, Toyota Safety Sense 4.0, and Arene software, we can expect to have improvements in various aspects of the overall tech and safety, improvements in wider angle cameras, radar for better object detection, more robust pedestrian, cyclist detection, enhanced lane tracing assist with smoother lane centering, proactive driving assist, possibly emergency driving stop, or improved road sign recognition. Keep in mind, thanks to the over-the-air capabilities of the Arene software, Toyota could roll out updates to safety logic, driver aids, or overall multimedia features over time, which is increasingly expected in models like the 26 RAV4. Overall, 26 RAV4 pros versus cons. I would say that everything is a pro. If you disagree with me or agree with me, let me know in the comments below. But when you're talking about cons, I wouldn't really say there's any cons, but there's maybe some items to watch out for, as this is an entirely new model. For example, things to watch out for over time are items like the battery or the PHEV durability as to how fast the D-fast charging holds up in the long term. Another item to watch out for is the real-world electric-only driving range, which right now Toyota is promising on paper to be right around 50 miles. Or things like how smooth the transition to the Arene software actually functions in terms of the over-the-air updates and support. I know I'm going to get asked this question. No, we don't have pricing for the 26 RAV4. We probably won't get pricing until sometime end of the year, as Toyota stated back in May 20th of 2025, when they released and debuted the 26 RAV4. They did state that the pricing would come just prior to the actual launch on sale date of the 26 RAV4. Right now, we're expecting that to be end of the year or very early next year. So stay tuned to the channel as to when pricing will actually come out. It should be sometime soon over the next few weeks or months. I will break down pricing in terms of category, in terms of model, in terms of what you get in that package for the price you're going to pay. So stay tuned to the channel, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video topic and review. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.